What is up, Box Destroyers? Welcome back. I want to talk to you guys about hiring VAs. Don't make these mistakes. I have a team of 5 team members. We're in 4 different countries, but I've made every mistake that there is in the books. But I don't want you guys to lose your money. I want you to keep your money. That's right. I want you dancing like that girl. So let me give you 5 things not to do when hiring a VA. And I just put a job up today on to hire a person for a specific type of design for YouTube thumbnails. And so we're going to look at that. And I'm going to give you a bonus tip that's helped. It saved my life when hiring a new virtual assistant. So let's get right to it. All right, the first mistake that's really easy to make, I think it's easy to treat a virtual assistant or virtual assistants almost like robots. This is going to sound kind of strange. Like what? Like, of course, they're not robots. There's some pretty cool ones. Pricing this dog guy right here. Of course, virtual assistants aren't robots. Like, that's crazy. But the reason why it's kind of easy to do this sometimes is because they're not right next to you and you're communicating a lot of times via text. You may not even have a video call. So it's very easy to just kind of give orders and do that. So the first thing is to remember that these are people that are going to work hard. They're going to work on your team. They're going to do a great job. All right. Number 2, don't you dare go hiring out jobs that you have no idea how any of it's done, or it's way above your pay grade or way over your head. You'll get squashed. If you do choose to do this, do not go budget.
Mandy, what do y'all call me about finances?
Budget Brooks.
Told you.
Yes, they call me Budget Brooks. Don't go budget. You would need to hire a top candidate with the absolute best rating if you are hiring for a job that you're not super familiar with. I highly advise you to only hire for positions when hiring a VA, something that you're replacing something that you're currently doing, and you need to expand and spend your time on a different task. Therefore, you need to train someone to do something in your way, and you're hiring them with a process in mind. Tip number 3, right after you smash the like button, hit me in the face, is don't just make an immediate hire for the position that you have. You may want to narrow down your candidate list to maybe your top 3 candidates and give them a sample job. Give them a sample job. See what it's like to work with them. Make sure the sample job is a paid task that you can give, and it gives them a chance to kind of interview you and see if they like working with you as well. This is a 2-way street. It's, you're both going to be working with each other for some time. So you want to see, how does this person communicate? How do they follow my instructions? Definitely, there's no problem with slowing down to speed up when you're hiring an assistant that is not, right next to you, but they're virtual. And making this video today possible is Freelancer. Freelancer is one of the top platforms to hire assistants on. And as I'll go through this video, you'll see you can actually use my link down in the description, and you'll get $40 towards your project. Once you get your project up and running and make some milestone payments, you'll get $40 cash from Freelancer. I think I may get some cash. I think I get $40 or something. So it's a win-win. Freelancer is one of the top platforms that I currently use for hiring my VAs. What are the other ones while we're kind of talking about it? Other ones, Upwork, Facebook, Fiverr. I have hired virtual assistants on all of these platforms. As a quick side note, it's not about the platform of where to find the people. It's really about you understanding how to communicate and how to have an effective hiring process, right? There's great people on all of these platforms. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Pay on time. Don't you dare be a slow payer. That's a huge mistake you can make. Again, it's a 2-way street. You're building trust. If you want someone to stick around with you long-term, like for example, one of my assistants has been with me just over 3 years now. If you want that type of relationship, you better pay them on time in a timely manner. And you need to discuss this with the person that you're hiring. Is it every 2 weeks? Are you paying per task? Are you paying monthly? Are you paying weekly? You just need to work that out with the person that you end up hiring off of one of these platforms, and pay them on time, and everyone will be happy. Definitely do not be vague in your job description. Don't be vague. You need to be very specific. You need to give specific details of what you're looking for, outline the job description, exactly what expertise this person needs to have that you're going to hire. If you're vague in the job description, you're going to start off on the wrong foot. Same thing that kind of goes with what I previously said about having a process in place for when this person comes on board. If you're running around trying to figure out how to train them and teach them what they're going to be doing, they're going to be running around. There's going to be no order. So get in order first and be very clear about what you're looking for, and then you'll be ready to put up your job description and make a hire. All right, cool. I promise you guys this bonus. And so here it is. Here it's going to come. The bonus is going to come as we hop over to my actual dashboard of Freelancer and walk through a position that I have going right now. All right, here we go. So I'm putting my Freelancer is going to be over here on my left screen. So if you see me looking over here, that's why I'm doing it. Not being rude, I promise. Okay. I'm on my account here and I want to take us to, so this is the dashboard here on Freelancer. Here's the job that I just put out, open projects. So I put this in here. So it's open for 7 days to get bids, open status. Here's the thing. It can be very overwhelming. When you start getting job applications, it can be really overwhelming. You may have experienced this and you're like, man, how do I do this? I have to go through all these candidates. This is the secret that I'm going to give you. Anytime that I put a job description up on, doesn't matter, Freelancer, Upwork, whatever platform I'm on, in that job description, I click something such as, I say something in my job description like, here's what I'm looking for. Here's what you need. You need these 3 things. If you could provide me this example, do this, and respond with your favorite color. And maybe I would say favorite TV show or something like that. The reason why I do that is so that I want to see who fully read my job description. Because the second I post my jobs, I start getting instant responses back. And those instant responses are, for example, so this job is for YouTube thumbnails is what I'm looking for. Someone that is proficient and perfect at that. I don't see a favorite color here, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this bid. This makes it a very quick way for me to go through. And I think, so right now I have 61 bids. Can you guys see that on that page up there? 61 bids, average bid, I guess is $9. I don't know if that's hourly or whatever. I'm not as concerned with the hourly rate, although I do look at that, but I'm mostly concerned. So I have 61. How am I going to go through these bids? So I got to go through quickly and look for a favorite color. Don't see it. So this bid's getting hidden. And then what I'll do is when someone puts the color, I'll go ahead and rate the quality higher. So it's kind of like filtering out the bids. All right. So I'm going to roll through and do some of this. All right, so far I've gone through like 20 of the proposals. I haven't seen anyone put the color in there. So I just went back to my job, my project details, to make sure I did it. And I did. Right here in the second paragraph, I'm looking for a designer that already creates thumbnails for other channels. Please reply back to my job description with the following: your favorite color, samples of your work, and 3 ways you would improve my thumbnails. So far, none of the proposals, no one has taken the time to do any of the things that I asked. People have sent me their portfolios and whatnot. So let me keep going through these. Let me see if I can get even one. Even if 1 or 2 out of 60 does these things, I'm going to value them. Even if their design skills aren't the best in the world, I'm going to look closely at them. Why? Because they followed my instructions. Holy mackerel. I got my first guy that actually read the job description. Favorite colors are black, orange, and green with all their shades. I'm at least gonna tag this profile, and we will look closer at this gentleman for sure. All right, so I've got my list. I'm gonna narrow this down. Now I'm gonna look more closely at these people that I've tagged that have answered my question. I'm gonna dive in to their profiles, and then it's so much easier. So instead of scrolling through 60 bids, I can scroll through a handful, decide who I want to give a sample to. I can have chats with all 5 of those, look at their portfolios, and we can go from there and make those decisions. All right, sweet. So hang out, watch this next video that YouTube serves you. Enjoy a nice cup of tea. Talk to you later.